This is a short video from the ONS about population change and ageing in the UK based on the 2010 based National Population Projections. For a transcript, email info@ons.gov.uk. In this graph, we will show the population of the UK. From 2000 to 2010, it is the estimated population. And then up to the year 2035, it is the projected population. And we will use this line to split the two parts of the graph up. The population here is taken to be at the midpoint of each year. In 2010, it was estimated to be 62.3 million. Now, looking at the projected population, over the next 10 years, the population is projected to increase by 4.9 million to 67.2 million, passing the 70 million mark by mid-2027, and by 2035, the UK population is projected to reach 73.2 million. National population projections are produced every 2 years to provide an estimate of the future size and age structure of the population. They are based on the most recent mid-year population estimates, together with a set of assumptions about future fertility, mortality and migration. They do not take account of new or future government policy or other factors such as the economy. The projected increase we can see in the UK population over the 25-year period from 2010 to 2035, shown here on the chart, is equivalent to an average annual growth rate of 0.65%. We have to remember that population projections are uncertain. We cannot be sure about future fertility, mortality and migration patterns. So what's driving this increase in the population? Looking at this pie chart, we can split the population growth into what is natural increase, the difference between births and deaths, and also net migration, the difference between people migrating into the UK and those migrating out. We see that of the population increase over the 25-year period, 53% is a result of projected natural increase, more births than deaths, and just under half is due to projected net migration. We are now going to focus on the age structure of the UK population, looking at how it has changed over the last 25 years and how it is projected to change over the next 25 years. Firstly, looking at the bar chart in 1985 and putting the percentage of the population that were children under 16, those aged 16 to 64 and those 65 and over, we can see that around 21% was aged under 16. By 2010, we see the bar is higher than in 1985, which means the population has increased. But of this increased population, the percentage that were aged 0 to 15 had fallen to 19%. Projecting the population forward, we see that by 2035, we estimate the percentage of the population that is aged under 16 to be 18%. In contrast, we can see that the percentage of the older population, aged 65 and over, increases over the period. In 1985, it is estimated to be around 15% of the population, and by 2035, projected to be around 23%. The changes to the age structure over time impact on the median age of the UK population. The median age is such that around half the population is younger than this age and around half the population are older. If we plot the median age from 2010 up to 2035, we see that in 2010 the median age was around 39.7 years. And by 2020 this is expected to increase, but only marginally, to around 39.9 years. From around 2020, you can see on the graph the median age of the UK population increasing, and by around 2035 it is projected to increase to around 42.2 years old. The most striking aspect of population ageing is the rapid increase in the number and percentage of those in the oldest age groups, that is those aged 85 and over. Looking firstly at those aged 85 and over, we see that comparing 2010 and 2035, the population will be over 2.5 times larger by 2035, reaching around 3.5 million. Looking at those aged 90 and over, the population will be more than triple over the next 25 years. For those aged 95 and over, the population will more than quadruple, and those aged 100 and over will have more than an 8-fold increase, from 13,000 in 2010 to 110,000 in 2035. We are now going to focus on people who are of state pension age. From April 2010, the state pension age for women started to gradually increase from age 60, and this will continue until women's state pension age is the same as men's at age 65. After this, under terms of the legislation that is currently in place, state pension age will gradually rise for both men and women from 65 to 68 between 2024 and 2046. despite these increases to state pension age. Looking at the chart, we can see that the number of people of state pension age is projected to increase from 12.2 million in 2010 to 15.6 million by 2035, an increase of 28%. This is a reflection of the higher numbers of people who were born immediately after the Second World War, and also those who were born in the 1960s baby boom reaching state pension age by 2035. We will now turn to the old age support ratio. This shows how the number of people who are state pension age or above compares to the number of people aged 16 up to state pension age, which can be thought of as the working population. This gives an idea of how easily the country can support its older population. In simple terms, the greater the number of people working, the greater the funds that are available to support those who are retired. Let's start by showing the persons of state pension age or above. In 2010, for every 10 people of this age, there were 32 people aged 16 to state pension age. By 2020, allowing for the changing women's state pension age, this old age support ratio is projected to rise slightly to 33 people aged 16 to state pension age for every 10 people of state pension age or above, and it is projected to decline to around 29 by 2035. Without the planned changes in state pension age, it is projected that the old age support ratio would decline to 22 people aged 16 to state pension age for every 10 people of state pension age or above by 2035. A statistical bulletin on the 2010 based national population projections is available at the link on the screen here, or also in the description of this podcast. For further information on national population projections, email the address here, or for further information on population aging, email the address on the screen now.